This should work. Yes! Wow, I forgot how many files I had. Oh yeah, I made it on. I forgot I made it on, actually. Huh. I don't remember that at all. God, it's been a while since I played this. We're gonna have to practice a little bit. Hey Lala! Yeah, Akechi born. We back. We back. Sorry about that. What happened was, since I changed to the PS4 Pro instead of my old PS4, all the information, like all the downloaded DLC and stuff from the first PS4 did not come over to this one because my brother got rid of his PSN account on this one, and he's the one who had bought the DLC. So I had to contact him, get the login information, put his PSN account back on this PS4, download the Old Hunters DLC to even open up the game to like make it work. So, yeah. Yeah. So that's why there was a bit of a delay. Hey, Blue Jay. Now, it's been a while. It's been a while since I played this. I don't really know what I was doing. I'm genuinely serious. I don't really know what I was doing. I know I was in the DLC. I know I had just beaten Ludwig. And that was about it. Looks like the peeps in the Crucifixion Woods. Oh, what do you mean? These little guys? Well, they're our friends. They're the messengers. They sell us stuff. They're very nice. They're cute. Oh, the cloak! Red lady dress. Forgot her name already. Ariana. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I see. The crow people, yeah. Blue Jay, if you still want help on bosses, I am very happy to help you. We could set the password. That would actually be really good practice for me. You still need help on, what's his face? On Logarius, right? Oh yeah, she's not. Yeah, she's not doing well. Where you're at, she's not. No. Okay, we're gonna set the password to Goro Boys. Okay, and that's just the easiest thing to remember. And I will go wait for you. There. No, not that one. No, it has been a while since I've played this, and if I die repeatedly, I'm sorry, but I definitely will come back and keep helping you until we beat him. And if you need help on other bosses, I don't mind helping you there too. How do you join? You just have to set your password, go into system settings, go to network, and you set it to matching regions worldwide, just to make sure we can get each other. And for password, you put in Goro Boys. So, when you ring your bell, and I ring mine, it's going to link us together since we have the matching password. You have to put in the password first and then ring your bell and tell me when you ring it so then I can ring mine. What else did I add? I'm trying to think of what other weapons I was using with him. I think it was this. Okay, yeah, take your time. I'll wait. Like I said, I still have to practice. For this, it's actually better to use a weapon with a smaller charge, like, or a shorter one. See how it takes so shorter time to do that as opposed to this? Yeah, I did the ending. Honestly, if you want to go watch that, that's fine. Because we're just going to be fighting Logarius, and I already fought Logarius on my Goro build. So if you had watched that, you wouldn't miss anything that you haven't seen. So, it's up to you. Hi, Tris. I'm going to be helping out Blue Jay on Logarius. And because I need some practice on, I haven't played Bloodborne in months. And in order to continue our Goro Akechi build, which this is Akechi, this is the best I could do to make him. And this is his blade. I'm going to help out a buddy just to get some practice in before we continue with the DLC. Let's talk amongst yourselves for a bit. Whoops. It shouldn't take too long.
Cat Boo. Hi. Hello. Yeah. What's up?
Oh, don't worry about it, Blue Jay. You're fine. Okay, I'm going to ring the bell now as well. I love the combat in this too, Tris. It's my absolute favorite. As is customary, Tris is now a mod. Everyone must be mod. Are you going to read Game of Thrones fanfic? What type of fic? What type of fic we talking? Can't just drop that bombshell and not give us the details. Where are you standing, by the way, Blue Jay? Are you in front of him? No, it's all lowercase. I'll show you, see? All lowercase. Sometimes it'll take a teeny bit. Okay, you're standing in front. As long as we're standing close together, have the same password, it may take a little, but it should pick up. And like I said, make sure you have it set to worldwide, just to be sure. I'm always going to make that mistake. Make sure you're not standing on the stairs leading up to him, because that can sometimes, as long as the bell icon, oh! Oh my god, I hope it worked. Cognitive Akechi! Oh my god, it does! Oh my god! Oh my god! So it's Goro Akechi and Cognitive Akechi. Okay, we gotta go in. Yay! 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 It's the dual Akechis. Woo! Okay. Yay! Hello, Blue Jay. Yeah, I got it working. I haven't played this in months, by the way, so if I fuck up, be patient. Yeah, he's Strength Arcane, but I wanted to use the Threaded Cane a little bit. I'm not really doing too much against him. Nope, get away. Sometimes you can knock him out of it, Blue Jay, sorry. Don't worry, we got this. I know, that attack is designed to stagger you, so you get hit once, and then you dodge, and you get hit again, and then you dodge, and then boop! Don't be sorry. He sucks. Well, no, he doesn't suck, he's tricky. Don't worry about it. If I had this upgraded and had stuff actually on it, I could use it efficiently, but alas. Yeah, but doesn't mind, or Riza. Is it pronounced Riza or Riza? I kind of want to call you Riza, like from Wu-Tang. Anyway, our friend the Riza will not mind helping us out too if you need it. Oh, I could use a Logarius reel on Logarius. Riza, okay. Oh, well, you know what? Do you want to, Blue Jay, do you want to summon us and then you could just hang back and keep away from him? while Riza and I kick his ass. We could totally do that. You could summon us and then just stay back near the entrance, and we'll keep him away from you. Because if you only have 3 vials left, I don't want you to blow through the precious amounts, you know? You gotta fight. Okay. You may call me the Riza. Yay, okay. Oh, I did not mean to do that, son of a bitch. Okay. Well, let me go restock. You can cheerlead. Yeah, you can hang out in the back and be like, woo! Oh, you have a ton of cold bloods? That's perfect, actually. That's really good. That's smart. I'm gonna mess this up a lot in terms of controls, because I'm not... Ugh, boy, am I not used to it. So I have Augur equipped. I should probably use that. I have this. Password is... Goro Boys. You're not dumb, Blue Jay. This game's tough. Like, you started at one of the most difficult, like, Miyazaki-based games. And you dove right in there, and I'm very proud of you, because, boy, is this not easy. This blank, lifeless smile. Yeah, Blue Jay's pretty new. This is their first new game. To attack is R1. To heal is triangle. To transform your weapon into its second attack, it's L1. So it's its second form, and then to do a charge up, it's L2. In terms of whatever weapon it is. To use an item, it's square. I had to check something. Strong against arcane fire and bolts, apparently. Yeah. I should probably switch to this then, because it does have arcane as a base, so I should probably go to one that's just pure strength. I don't know if I have many of that, though, because I kind of just went arcane all the way. No, and that has fire on it too, son of a bitch. You know what? Let me adjust some of the little gems on my weapons so they're not all arcane, just for this guy. And then we'll go back to the proper Akechi build. Yeah, I'm glad too. Blue Jay, not Blue Jay. I'm sorry, Riza. You can do it after we beat this guy as a celebratory toke, and then you could watch me do the DLC and panic. Did you know that I beat Lady Maria my first try the first time I played this game? And I have it saved on video here. So if you want to watch it, you can just go dig through my channel. Yay! Congratulations! How was it? I assume it was awesome because it is Doom. This is probably not the most efficient way to add blood gems to your stuff, but I don't care. I see blue, I put it on. You did too! Yay! Congratulations! Yay! Yeah, I did that with, and believe it or not, I mean, I was, full disclosure, I was over-leveled as fuck when I took on Orphan of Kos, and I beat him my first time too, but I don't really count that as a true victory, considering I was, again, over-leveled as fuck. Super hectic? Ooh. I'm not actually going to use that, so... I need better runes on some of this. No. Didn't mean to do that either. Maria might be tricky for me. I mean, I'm pretty good at parrying in this game, and with her, it's you just gotta parry, and you can't run away when she does that charge up thing. Let us know when you're ready, Bluege. Bluege! Even though I know you're Blue Jay. Let's see what's going on in the world of the internet. I mean, last I saw it was just a bunch of weird, dumb, dramatic shit. You rang it? Okay. The Riza and I will be with you shortly. You're never ready. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Woo! Yay! Oh, you didn't get censored! Yay! Hello. So butt is not lewd enough for for Bloodborne. Hey, B-Cat! Have a nice rest. It's Cognitive Akechi, Goro Akechi, and their friend Butt. We're gonna go take on this angry boomer. Good night. Woo! Blake! Hey! Oh man, I have not played this in so long. Thank you. I shall do my best. Nope, I just died. As I say I'm gonna do my best, I just die. I'm also leveled down. I died. A Blue Jay should be able to do it. They've got Butt helping them. Well, I mean, they've got the Riza. I should... I know, I know. Well, I mean, he died in that war. He died in the Cognitive Akechi's world. He's okay in this one. He's super fine in this one. Love his dramatic OST. Yeah. Oh my god. Once his theme gets going and it's like the drums kick in, and it sounds like a, honestly, it sounds like a horse carriage chase. Like you're running through the woods of Transylvania, and vampires fighting you. Oh yeah. Blake. I specifically chose like the most fitting outfit for him and the most fitting weapon, like this. This is as close as I could get to his guillotine blade. And I gave him the crow outfit, I gave him the claws, I gave him a mask. Okay, I'll ring my bell. We'll get there, you guys, don't worry. I know. It's okay. We can do it together. Yeah, he flies. Yeah, this boomer knows a lot of dumb bullshit. You believe that is a whole Akechi? Yeah. You know what I like? Look at the little, you can see his breath when he breathes through the mask. Isn't that cute? Because it's cold. Blake, I think you would actually really like the designs in this game. The outfits are so pretty. Just from like an artist standpoint, they'd probably be really just visually appealing to you. He's a crazy old man. Ooh, that one's wearing Maria's outfit. Let the wind take him. Ugh, if only. Yeah, a lot of people need help on the drag race. I can also put him in a pretty dress. Do I have the pretty dress? I do. So he can be like he can be in a gown. He could be a pretty lady. Aw. Yeah, I understand. Isn't he pretty? You could dress as the doll too. Hold on, let me put that on. That one's cute. Oh, also there is actually the crow beak. Like, look at that! You can actually be the plague doctor. How cool! But yeah, let me put the doll's outfit on. The doll's outfit is adorable. Plague catchy, yeah. And then look! He could have a shawl, he can have pretty gloves, he can have a little hat with a flower and a bow. He can have nice little boots. He can be very pretty. You could be getting a second wind, or you could be loopy now. Always wondered why after you fight Black Mask, his mask becomes kind of red in the tips. Probably red to show there's the idea of a red oni, blue oni. And since blue oni, quote unquote, was the color associated with Goro and his Detective Prince Robin Hood, excuse me, based outfit, the red would fit his Black Mask persona, not persona, but his Black Mask form. Aww, making a Kira build to play with you if I could. Oh, that would be so much fun. I was actually thinking that when I was finished up Dark Souls 3 on the Joker build. I'm like, I would love to go through this game with like pure co-op, just on everything, with someone who had made it Akechi. That would be so cute. But it seems like I'd have to do it myself. Yep. Rang the bell too. What'd you think, Lala? Yeah, they'd fight evil and all that good stuff. They'd save the world. They'd kill gods and shit. Nothing could stop them. Did not mean to do that. Isn't it, Lala? Yeah, Cognitive Akechi and Goro Akechi are fighting a boomer. That is Blue Jay. And their friend Butt, and our friend the RZA. Goro Akechi, Cognitive Akechi, and the RZA. Oh god, he's flying. Get away from our friend. Get away from the RZA. This is basically just the Akechis fighting a boomer. Fighting an undead magical boomer. No! You got him! Yay! Okay. Teamwork. You're welcome, Blue Jay. Like I said, if you need help on anything else, you know what? While I go through this, I'm going to keep continuing the Ketchy-born stuff. But if this weekend you want to continue playing and you need help, I'm totally willing to help you on other bosses this weekend, okay? Yeah, where the fuck was I and what was I doing? Alright, I was in the DLC. I remember that much. And I didn't have this fully upgraded, even though I wanted it to. Okay, so it'll be Akechi and Cognitive Akechi just killing shit. Aw, you're welcome. He's tough. Honestly, I have no idea how you got up to him at level 30. That's fucking intense.
No, Kitty Cat, you have to move. Kitty Cat, please, you have to move. Thank you, Kitty Cat.
Oh, I need one more chunk. God dang it. Yeah, I defeated Ludwig, and I was, I think, just at the end of the patient hall. Cat, you desperately, desperately, desperately need to get off of the stand here. Thank you. Yeah, I think the last time I played this was, I don't know if it was January of this year. I feel like it was last year. The end of last year. Yeah, I'm on the DLC. I'm doing, similar to how I was doing a lore through of Dark Souls 3, I was doing a lore through of Bloodborne for my friends, and I just stopped playing it a while ago. And I had made a Persona 5 character for this, so this is also a Persona 5 cosplay thingy. No. 496 and 568. Alright, so I guess we're using this. Yeah, the crunch. Yeah, he just takes just chunks of blood or skulls with like eldritch things in it and just BAM! Just cracks it on his head. That's why he kept saying Joker. Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. I either use Joker, or use Ren, or use Akira, because he has like a couple different names depending on if you look at like the manga. or the anime, or just you want to go by his Phantom Thief code name. God damn it, cat! She's asserting her dominance at wanting to be on the stand where I leave my laptop. Okay, fine. Isn't she cool? Oh my god. The queen's great. Queen's super great. Okay, yeah, sit. Go down. You wanted to sit over there. You got that spot. The many names from the stage play. Oh god, you're right. I love that they let the audience pick what name they want them to have for that performance. That's cute. Okay, so we set Ludwig to rest. He's sleeping. He's finally sleeping gently after God knows how long in this fucking nightmare. Akiden Kurumiya. Yeah, that's basically what I call him, Blake. It just works better. I can't remember if I defeated everything in here. Ooh, very nice, Riza. This is meant to be a dungeon below the Grand Cathedral in Yharnam. This is, they lock hunters down here who either go mad or who know secrets that the church does not want to let out. This guy knows something, and he's comforting himself with a mantra that the church taught him. Yeah. We got some blood off of this corpse. And a Frankenstein and a grandpa are not happy to see us. I remembered that much at least. We got bullets. Let me adjust the sound a little bit. Return of the Parry God. Aww. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Riza. I'll definitely let you know. Maria may give me some trouble, but I think I'll be okay. If not, then we're definitely going to go with Maria. And if you're still up, or if you're ready, or if you want, if we beat Maria, then we can do Orphan, if you don't mind. Like, I'll help you get to Orphan, and then I'll get to Orphan, and then we can just kill an Orphan together. Yay! This game's really fucked up. Yay! I love this game. Okay, cool. Cool. There's items in most of these doors. Oh. No, it actually is yay. Once I tell you the story, it is definitely a yay.
Are you a hunter? Well, that's very odd. Do you hear the toll of the bell?
I hear nothing.
Very well. The beast you seek will not be found here. Go back to your hut, and if you have the chance, put this night behind you. Places better left untouched. Secrets better left alone. Thoughts of brazen evil.
We could just barely see him in there. I would need to open the door, but if you want, you can go full screen. And in between the second bar, you could see him, he's sitting down, and he has a little bell in his hand, and he's ringing a bell. And he'd asked us, you know, can you hear a bell? And we don't. So he's like, okay, well then you don't belong here, you need to go. And he ended it with that statement with a kind of ominous remark of, there's secrets here better left untouched and alone, and only a fool would come here. So he knows there's some dark shit afoot, and he's locked up down here along with people who do know about secrets, but he doesn't seem to enjoy people who pry into them. The DLC is fantastic! Oh my god, it's really tough, but the bosses are so great. You get a lot of really good weapons. The location itself is really cool. The music, it's fun. It's next to the Dark Souls 3 DLCs, Old Hunters is probably my favorite. Honestly, it's so good. I kind of can't believe that, you know, it exists. Which sounds like a hyperbole, but you know. Oh, that's cool now! Yay! And so yeah, Lala, what did you think of the ending to 3? I can't remember if you answered. Sorry. Yeah, this DLC also explains a lot of stuff that the church did, and what the full extent and damage of their experiments were, and just who the old hunters were and what they had to go through. Pronounced hyperbole. You can't remember. Oh, what? Is it the pizza cutter? Are you talking about the pizza cutter? Yeah, it's... You would think after a game as... It kind of reminds me of the ending to Dark Souls 1, Lala, where it's like... That ending, you feel almost like you took a breath of air and then you don't know, like, okay, well, what next? And then you just sort of are left with this feeling of, oh... And it's a very contemplative ending. It's not a big, bombastic, epic thing. It's just like it's a realization. And Dark Souls 3's ending, the ending I chose, is, for me, the most hopeful, and it's so quiet. It's like this era that has been forced to exist beyond its natural lifespan, and everything is suffering and just really, truly suffering and slowly drying up and dying, and just beyond any sense of what to actually live is like. And then you slowly put it to rest. And I feel like that's the best kind of ending you could hope for after what happened during the Age of Fire. You're just like, okay, you can rest now. It's fine. It's like going to sleep. And the final lines of that being, Ashen One, hearest thou my voice still? I'm just like, I burst into tears the first time I heard that. Burst into tears. Alright. There's some nuns in this area who are probably going to beat my ass. Oh, did I kill them already? No, I did not. They're still here. So these nun ladies may, you know, they may give Akechi a hard time, but he doesn't mind fighting. He doesn't mind fighting nuns. Nor does he mind fighting glowy-eyed rats. You nasty. Let me know if like the music or the sound or anything is too loud. Yeah, and it's not a brutal. You're right. It's not brutal. It's not cruel. It's not just. It has to come to an end. Like it, and not in like a tragic way, but it's in like it's enough. It's fine. Yeah, these rats were nasty. Oh. And this is also the Grand Cathedral. Remember where we fought Vicar Amelia? This is either the same as that. There's several replicas of the Grand Cathedral in the Nightmare. This is one of them. And we see the Grand Cathedral was actually more like an impromptu hospital, because these are patient beds where they were either treated or their blood collected. And their prayer is the same as the one Lady Maria was saying. Alright, the other one's gonna come fight us, and I'm not doing 2-on-1. I forgot. I have to do stabs because of the hallway. Stamina. Alright, that's her done. Everyone's packing, it's like hot fuzz. No, she totally had a gun. Yeah. Everybody has a gun in this game. Battle nuns and shit, yeah. Alright, this lady may be some trouble. Ah! She's firing little orbs of starlight at me. She's very irritating. Yay, you got her! Do I want to fight her with this? I mean, they stay permanently dead, so I don't really care if I die here. Whoa! What are you doing, lady? Oof. Bye. Oh, do I have what I need? Oh, son of a bitch, I don't even have the thing that I need to activate this. Crap. Just trash after all. Yeah, Akechi just killed 2 nuns. He's just like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. No, not really. He's just like, I don't know. Try to shoot me with a laser star eye? I don't think so. I actually needed, I need something specific to operate the elevator that's hidden in there, and I completely forgot to get it. So that means I have to run back through the zone. Which is fine, you guys get to see how terrifying this place can be. Like how, you know, this is an underground corpse pile and there's mounds and mounds and mounds and mounds of corpses all congealed together. You know, as one does. I'm sure, Riza wouldn't mind helping you. Granny! She would rip out our eyes if I did not kill her. And look! Crow on crow violence! Sorry, dude. That must smell nice. Yeah, you know what? I think about that a lot with this game. I'm like, my god, this place must smell awful. I'm just gonna take a look around because I know some of you haven't seen the Nightmare Frontier. I mean the Old Hunter Nightmare. Hunter's Nightmare, that's what it's called, sorry. And we also haven't been here in a while. So it's basically just a... Similar to what the Dreg Heap was in Dark Souls 3, this is an amalgamation of features from Yharnam, as well as new things that are, damn it, usually present in the Nightmare, like those statues of skulls. That's a very much a Nightmare feature. And then there's also, you know, terrifying enemies. Like that. Okay, we're gonna play a coward. I'm also completely drenched in blood now. I don't know if you can hear it, but their swords release a sort of, like, they release a song or an aria. I'm going to stand here a little bit. Let me know if you hear it. Oh, this is nothing. He's going to be completely drenched by the time we get through back to the area I need to go to. Isn't it pretty? I'll stand next to this guy and you can hear it. I could try turning the sound effect up. You can also hear these guys breathing. It's actually, I was mistaken. It's not their axe. It's actually coming from their faces. Because they kind of... I'm not showing you what they can do, but they sort of have, like, the eldritch infinite cosmos inside of their helms. Actually, I could show you. Yeah, see the purple? And then they do that. Yeah, we're hiding from them. I'm just cheesing them. Because I hate actually fighting them. Pretty in a terrifying way. Exactly, Blake. It's a sort of vicious beauty. And I think, it's very third semester Akechi. I think he would like it. And with that, when you parry them, or you visceral attack, yeah, when you parry them, you just shove your hand through their body and rip out a chunk. And now, you can see he's pretty coated in blood. He's all sticky. He's in his element. Absolutely. That's what I think, like, a co-op run of Akechi and Akiden would be really cool. Normally when you climb up this hill, you hear that bell coming from forward, but since I'm going up the hill backwards, I hear it from that clock tower. And let me just I'll show you visually what it's supposed to look like. It's meant to be really quite a revelation, because you come up here, and then you see the clock tower, and you see the fractured pupil of his son. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's terrifying, but it's beautiful. Alright, we're gonna try to be sneaky and avoid these crows. And avoid that hunter, because I don't want to fight him. No thank you. And we're gonna run past these really disgusting these like tick flea ladies. Nope. 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 Throw past these guys. Nope. You got places to be and it's not here. This is our buddy Simon. He's stuck in the nightmare too. He's not very happy about it.
Beware. Secrets are secrets for a reason, and some do not wish to be discovered, especially when the secrets are particularly unseemly.
Yeah, Akechi ain't got time for this. Akechi's gotta go steal a skull, okay? He doesn't have time for you. Oh, right. Sorry, Lala. Yeah. Just as a forewarning, I don't know how many new people are in here. Bloodborne has a lot of body horror elements. In fact, the next area we're going to is really intense with that. It's not going to have things like eye trauma or eye violence or horror. It is going to have things like a medical devices and medical experiments. There's going to be a lot of Junji Ito-esque, like, creepy, how do I put this? Like an insect-like distortion of the human body. So if any of that sounds kind of creepy to you, you could keep this open in another tag, and that's totally fine. No, not like the One Reborn. That One Reborn is special in that regard. This is more, to me, this is actually more heartbreaking because stuff is more humanoid. So, I mean, you could watch for a few seconds or a few minutes, and if it's too much for you, like, again, just put it in another tab. I will let you know when I'm through with all of it. But, I think really what's more sad about it is what you hear and what they say, and not necessarily what they look like. But again, if it's too much for you, just, again, leave me in another tab. I'll let you know when it's done. Excuse me, sir. Akechi's not bothering to fight the other hunters. He's already proven himself against them. I love the weeping statues that are just sticking out of the ground. Excuse me. That's fair, Lala. If you want, you could look it up. Just look up Patient Hall in Bloodborne. You'll be able to see what some of the enemies look like. And if that seems like it might be too much for you, there's no shame in not watching it, okay? You do what makes you feel comfortable. These two guys open a door, and surprise, Cthulhu's in there. He doesn't want visitors. But we actually have to get past him. Sorry, Cthulhu. Is he coming all the way in here? He can't. No. Bye, Cthulhu. So this is the exact same Grand Cathedral where we fought Vicar Amelia. As you can see, it's the same creepy statues that really technically should not be here. And it's the same ground floor of the cathedral. However, there's something new here. It is a cleric beast in the position of the Pietà. And he's kind of on fire. And he's holding something. Eye pendant. Eye pendant that unlocks the surgery altar. Those are two words I do not ever want to hear put together again, is surgery and altar. An eye pendant which unlocks the surgery altar. There are two cathedrals in the Hunter's Dream. One lies past the River of Blood, and another contains the private research hall of the Healing Church. The one we're in right now is past the River of Blood. The cathedral we're going to next is the research hall. Only chosen members of the Healing Church or their lamentable patients can enter the research hall using this eye. Grant eyes to the surgery altar skull. Now, as a little hint about who this guy could be, remember after we beat Vicar Amelia and we went to the altar that was here, and there was a sort of bestial-like skull on top of it, and we touched it, and we got a memory of Lawrence before Lawrence left Bergenworth to form the church. That's just a hint. Hint, 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 hint. Now we're gonna head back to where we were, but I'm gonna, like, use the lamp and then go back there because I don't feel like running it. Oh, god damn it. Well, he's just gonna stay there, so no, we're not. We're just gonna cheat teleport our way there.
Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Hello.
Alright, let's head back the way we came. Gotta kill the boomer and his buddy again. That's fine. Bye, Grandpa. What happened, Blue Jay? Alright. Akechi's got the eye that he needs to open the surgery altar elevator. Yay! And this is a pretty cool design, too. There's a patient on the table. There are two priests administering to him, and then there's this guy in the center who doesn't look like any character we've seen. He's probably, I mean, we could say he's the head doctor, but there's no headgear or character who looks like that, so we'll just pretend that that's a, you know, whatever. But then below the table there's a little beast, which symbolizes, you know, beneath all the work of the church and beneath the illness lies the beast. There's actually a secret beneath the altar, and I am going to go get it. It does require me going up and down the elevator a few times. Yeah, no, he doesn't have to run yet. He's fine. So yeah, we're gonna ride the elevator a bit. So you're gonna have to hear this sound. Sorry. Doot 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 doot. do 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 do. And now I have to let the elevator go up without me because there's something beneath this. Yeah, I figured I'd make the music as opposed. Look, there is an altar beneath the surgery altar. Which is incredibly ornate, almost Catholic-esque in its absurd over-the-topness, and they're beckoning something from the sky. And there's something on the altar. Lawrence's skull. Damn it, I always mess this up. It's Lawrence's human skull. That's important. Because the skull that was in the real world, quote-unquote, the real cathedral in Yharnam, was his beast skull. But in the nightmare, hidden beneath the surgery altar is Lawrence's human skull. Skull of Lawrence, first victor of the Healing Church. In reality, he became the first cleric beast, and his human skull only exists within the nightmare. The skull is a symbol of Lawrence's past and what he failed to protect. He is destined to seek his skull, but even if he found it, it could never restore his memories. So that pretty much means Lawrence's nightmare, he's constantly searching for his lost humanity. But even if he were to find his humanity, to never restore his memories, I think, means that he can never regain himself. So all he knows is that this is something he has to search for, but it's not going to give him any answers. It may as well be like, imagine just like a soundless void in your head. That's probably what this would be. And there is actually something, a hidden thing beneath even this, if you can believe it. So we have to ride this down. Church cannon! An oversized weapon used by the Healing Church, a type of cannon that fires with a curved trajectory and creates an explosion upon impact. Originally designed for use by brawny men with deteriorated brains, not for just any ordinary hunter. But the men lacked the wits to effectively operate firearms, and the weapon was quietly ushered into permanent storage. Those big Cthulhu guys that I was fighting outside of the Ludwig boss fight, one of them had this. And I never actually, let him fire it off, but you did hear the big explosion. But yeah, he was firing a giant cannon at me. Alright, this is gonna happen 2 more times, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that's so loud and annoying. The sound is pretty cool? Okay. I do like the sound design in this game. Everything just sounds so, like it's chugging along. It's just so old and, bitter and angry to be put to use. Okay, this is the last time we'll have to hear it. I promise. And this is the research hall. That was perfect timing with the bell. Good night now. This is one of the patients. See how his head is like undulating and bulbous? That's what most of them look like.
Has someone, anyone, seen my eyes? I'm afraid I've dropped them in a puddle. My face feels pale now.
Now, I think personally Akechi would be very disturbed by this place because it would remind him of, if you believe what I believe, that Wakaba had interesting experiments going on. And this is basically Experiment City. This is what the Healing Church put people through to try to gain eyes on the inside, which is essentially a literally they put eyes inside people's brains, but they also tried to create people to be conduits to the cosmos. And it had horrific consequences and did very rarely succeeded, honestly. And these guys have items we need. I know. Locked. First floor balcony. You know what's cool about this? See that symbol on the door? That's the communion rune. I'll show you. See, communion, which means you get higher blood vial, which, you know, in Catholicism, communion obviously means you drink, quote unquote, drink the blood of Christ. So in Bloodborne, the idea of communion is you do drink blood, or you get blood infused with you. It's the old blood. Yeah, Blake, if you'd like, you can watch the previous streams I had of this, because if you really like the story and where this is going, I think you like the game, but you can't play it. This is honestly why I started streaming it. Is I know a lot of people my friends who like the game, but they either can't play it, or they're just not good at it, or they just don't want to play it. They just would want to watch it. So I figured, okay, I'd go through it and explain it the best I can. So if you're bored, you want to put me on in the background while you're drawing or doing work or whatever, then by all means, feel free to watch the other streams. Does not open from this side. Now we have to go upstairs. That's another one of the patients. Did not mean to do that. They're not doing well. Let's see if I could take a look at him. He has restraints on him. Hello, lady. Hello, ma'am. Yeah, they're very upset. There's a few you can actually talk to, but for the most part, these people are... they're not doing well. I try to avoid them as much as I can, but sometimes they make that impossible. But I also think Akechi would want to mercy kill these people. And see that one down there? We're gonna see more of it later, but that's what I meant by like Junji Ito shit. There's a trap here. Like, part of that floor is raised up. If I step on it, something's going to explode. Madman's knowledge. Yeah. What they did to people in this area is really fucked up. Like, the effects of having contact with the cosmos in this game is honestly horrifying. Bye! I gotta kill the boomers here so I can look around this room. Bye, boomer. Now this is obviously a surgery room. I mean, there's also research because you can see there's books, but then there's these very ominous chairs that have belts on them and restraints on the armrests, and next to them are various bottles and surgical tools. And then from the ceiling, there's all sorts of, I imagine these would be pulled down perhaps as like light switches to see more clearly. And then this specifically, this is kind of grim, and it does involve medical implements, so if you don't want to look at that, be forewarned. This is also what they would do to the surgery patients. They would look, I guess, try to line their brain with eyes, or just try to figure out what happened to make their bulbous heads look like that, and experimented on them. Now, as a refresher, the church and the choir's idea of advancing mankind was to make them on the level of the cosmos, which means you have to ascend past humanity's beastly idiocy, and the best way they could figure that out is, okay, we have to ascend to a higher plane of understanding and thought. Okay, so then we have to use this alien blood, or we have to make people into vessels that could allow us to communicate with the cosmos. That's what the church and the choir wanted. No, I'm sorry, not the church. That's what Bergenworth and the choir, who are part of the church, wanted. The regular healing church, what Lawrence did, he's just like, no, the old blood will be fine. We'll just use this blood to heal people, and that's what's going to make us better. Neither of them worked out.
Is that you, Lady Maria? No. You're someone else. Please, could you do something for me? I need brain fluid. Murky, mushy brain fluid. Please, could you do something for me? I need brain fluid.
That sounds weird, but the brain fluid is, I imagine, something they extracted from other patients like her, and would use on the other ones to help them with the experiments. And there's a reason for that, and I will explain once we find some brain fluid for her. And this is a shortcut back to where we began. Don't need brain fluid, I need brain cells. Worm. Oh, speaking of... Yeah, worm. Actually, I might switch to this. It's better crowd control. Yeah, it's a threaded cane, it's called. So it could be a cane, but it's a whip at the same time. It's really good for large crowds of enemies. And then, yeah, that's how you transform it, and then boop. Be prepared for a lot of like really horrible screaming, by the way. If you need me to turn it down, I will. Yeah, it's bad. It's honestly, it's heartbreaking. I know. Yeah, the frame rate's not going to be good with all of them here, just so you know. So they're going to look a little janky. They also hit like a fucking truck. I mean, I can parry them when they do that. See, if I had the pizza cutter, this would take care of them pretty quickly. I mean, I do have it. I just don't think it's upgraded at all. Hello. No? Oh. Oh, that's sad. Oh. Ouchies. Oh, this might be it for me, actually. Yep. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm probably gonna die. I need something faster that'll let me get through it, or honestly, I could just run it. Because I don't really care anymore. But then I do kind of want to use the pizza cutter. Just so you guys can see what that's like. It's okay. Death is just a minor inconvenience for Akechi. See? Just a minor inconvenience. I'm going to see what I can do with upgrading one of the weapons. I keep calling it the pizza cutter, and you will see why. Cogni Akechi agrees. Death is just a minor inconvenience. Oh. I don't even have the shards for it, okay. Just like Canon Akechi. Yeah! It's like, I'm kind of insulted you thought I would die. I'm like, God damn it, Akechi. Like, how dare you think that I am capable of death? Like, oh yeah, you're in the bad place. You're in the bad place now. Oh yeah, we can go talk to the doll. In fact, we'll do one better.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Good hunter, your presence somehow soothes. I sense the ancient echoes. They course your veins.
She only says that once you get the kin of the cosmos cold blood from Rom. So when she says that, she's just like, your presence is soothing, I'm assuming because it feels familiar to her. And so she senses the ancient echoes, which is basically cosmic echoes.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
I love that line. That and a couple of the lines in Dark Souls 3, the farewell lines in Dark Souls 3 are fantastic. Yeah, the doll is special. She's sweet. I always get her opening lines of like, hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in the stream to look after you. It's just so sweet. She's just like, hello. Wait, I don't... Like, her voice is just so gentle, that's what I meant. Sorry, I'm a little delirious. It's like 2 in the morning. Okay, we're gonna upgrade Pizza Cutter as much as I can. You don't suck, Blue Jay. Don't say that to yourself. The game is difficult, and it's in areas you haven't been to before, so it's always going to be tricky. You'll be fine. Oh, okay. Twin Bloodstone Shards. I can get that. We're gonna do some weapon upgrading, and then we're gonna continue in the Nightmare Junji Ito zone. Yeah. The Riz is right. Oh. Good night, Blake. I mean, the video is always going to be here. You can watch it whenever you'd like, so no worries. Go sleepies. Thanks for hanging out. Ooh, S scaling with strength. I'm not very picky when it comes to the effects of these gemstones. Although there is some pretty good ones that would be like, oh, HP continues to recover or reduced stamina cost. I just go for like, well, what hits the hardest? I don't care. If they're strength weapons anyway. If I do want to get a little fancier with some weapons, I will choose specific gems. Like, do I want to have a fire-based attack? Do I want to have an arcane? Do I want reduced stamina cost? Do I want it to inflict poison on enemies with each hit? Stuff like that. But no, for this, it's just whatever. Whatever hits the hardest, I don't care. Oh, you're in Yharnam, right? Like, I stole all their tea before the party. Yeah, the zone you're in is... Oof. If you're in Yharnam, the village with a bunch of the goopy red guys, don't worry about killing all of them. try to run through and find the bell ladies, okay? This is the pizza cutter. I'm sorry Blake couldn't see it. I think she would find it pretty cool. Because it looks like a pizza cutter. And this is what you can do with it. Oops. You could, well yeah, you can transform it, and then you can do this. And then you can do this. Charge it. But the best one, the absolute best, is this. Because you just walk forward like a lawnmower, and you just cut through enemies. So we're going to be using this for a bit. This one's pretty good for crowd control. Yay, Blue Jay! Oh, wait. Oh, only 2 hits? Nice. I'm sorry. I hate this. I honestly hate hurting them. Akechi's going through some raw shit here, you guys. This is why he would argue with Akira about, like, who has it worse in their respective nightmare zones. Like, he would just describe the research hall to Akira, and Akira would be like, babe, I'm sorry. Akechi's just sipping tea, like, I like how even with this weapon, I'm still getting creamed. I'm honestly used to Dark Souls at this point. So I have to get back into Bloodborne's playstyle. Which is kick everything's ass. Relax. Where are my echoes? I just realized that. You have them? He has them. Or she has them, rather. It's a lady. We are not done with the screaming. I terribly, terribly apologize. Yeah, lasers. Oh yeah, Yharnam's fun. This one I think is probably the enemy that breaks my heart the most. Because it acts like an infant. That's an IV stand, by the way. He's just flailing around with an IV stand. But before we move on there and have, you know, a primal hallucinatory nightmare, let's look around here. Because this is where patients were kept. It's really disgusting and horrifying. The conditions are beyond subhuman, really. You can see all the tools that were used on them. Some of them, I can't tell if they just crawled over here to die or if they were piled up. But these ones do not have the bulbous heads like the ones that can move around. They have, looks like there's sacks on their heads. Which I wonder if that was to, if the patient's heads, quote-unquote, successful patient's heads, bloated up like this. I wonder if that's actually like a sack on it and their heads inside of it had just grown distended and distorted with the experiments. Or if these were just used, the sacks on the heads were just used because it's like, oh, they're failures. You are doing well, Blue Jay. You're progressing bit by bit. But my advice to you is run forward, kill the bell ladies whenever you see them. Because those are the ladies that are going to give you a hard time. I don't mess with that guy. He hits hard. Or maybe I could try to parry him? No. Oh, cool. Warm, damp blood gem. Now we're back to being thoroughly bloodstained. So he was just beating us with the IV stand that was used on him. And these... Oh, that's just a fragment of the bed he broke. This is sad. There's a mirror here, but it's completely broken and covered. So I imagine they didn't want to see themselves.
Just kill me. Free me from this place before I go mad.
Someone help me. I'm guilty. I know. But I won't do it again. I promise. The dumb darkness. It frightens me. And what rises from its very depths.
The damp darkness is what they're being forced to try to commune with.
Lady Maria, please take my hand, Please, help me. Don't let me drown.
And this room, surprisingly to no one, is hidden behind this. It's almost like they don't want you to find it. I keep hitting triangle because that was what you used to transform your weapon in Dark Souls. But it's not. It's a completely different button in this one. Yeah, I know a lot of... It's honestly... This is probably the area where I feel like I felt bad after killing Rom, but this one I feel like, yeah, these people are suffering, but I don't feel comfortable with what I have to do. And there's another boomer up there who's actually killing the patients with a machine gun. It is, yeah, it's the kind of monstrous but calculated cruelty that only humans could do to other humans, you know? If I had just walked in the room, she would have, like, thrown some burning acid on me, so I didn't let her do it. I don't actually know what it is. Oh, it's... I think it's just, like... Okay, yeah, it's just like a sack of, implemented liquids, really. Dirty damp blood gem. I feel sad, like this one, they're just minding their business. I love the sound of like gears and stuff turning, and it's I don't know, it makes the place feel like it's shifting on its own. Like it's settling in, but it's moving on it's deliberately trying to settle. Yeah, this is really interesting. See these guys? They don't have heads. But they're not hostile at all. Like you can... It took me the longest time to find out that they were not hostile. Not even if they bump into you. And I think that, for me, what I think it means is because they're separated from the thing that's tormenting them, they're fine. But then it's like, you look at it, it's just, how are they still moving? Like, it's hard for me to get a look at their necks, but their necks are just completely, there's not even like a bone stump, they're just gone. No thoughts, head empty. Yeah, that's kind of what they are. It's not far from the truth. And you do actually find 2 disembodied heads hanging around, but there's 3 patients here, so... Or maybe, no, you do find 3, actually. And here's the room where all the heads are. Spoiler, they will attack you when you grab that item, so I'm just going after them now. Akechi would like this a little too much. Third semester Akechi anyway. Enlarged head, and I can wear one of their heads, so I can blend in. Enlarged head. An enlarged head of a patient of the cathedral with a cavity that just happens to fit a human head. Although one would be mad to try it on. But if you do listen carefully for the sticky sound, drip, drop, as water seeping up from the depths slowly, steadily. That's the sound that was tormenting the lady patient we just mercy killed, and that's what they hear constantly in their brain. They hear the rushing of water, which, if you remember from a long time ago in a stream, I compared the deep sea with the cosmos, which is something Bloodborne does as well. Is like the depths of the sea are just as unknowable to us as the cosmos itself. So what lurks in the ocean may as well be as eldritch and unknowable as whatever is living amongst the stars. So what these patients hear is they hear something, I keep saying eldritch, but something preternatural and beyond human ken slowly moving through their minds from the depths of an endless ocean. If that makes any sense. And there is a reason why that they imbibe a certain type of water, and why water is very specific to them, and we're going to find that out after we beat Lady Maria. No, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, they cause frenzy, by the way. Which makes complete sense, because your character's probably like, what the fuck am I looking at? And this is another shortcut. I thought I'd killed them. Whoops. Actually, now that I think about it, this research hall is a lot like Marugi's place. So this is basically just Akechi running around in a much more gory version of Marugi's zone. And he ain't having any of it. Oh, shit. I didn't... Oh! Oh, that's me. That hunter is guarding that head over there, and he doesn't want me to have it. So we're gonna have to do our best against him. He's very annoying. I hate him. In that he's, you know, pretty tough, so I don't do well against him. I can try this. Yeah, you're really going through a blue jay. I'm so sorry. Oh, I actually really did not mean to do that. Shit. But I was healing! How does that count as an attack if I'm healing? How bizarre. Died at the same time. Cognitive Akechi and Goro Akechi died together. I keep forgetting that I have arcane shit I can use against people. I think Blue Jay may need some help in Yahargul, Riza. You did it! Yay! Congratulations! Okay, she's fine. Yay, Blue Jay! I don't think I could sneak up on this dude, but you know, it's worth a shot. Ugh. He's actually got me stun locked in this corner here. This weapon might be too slow for this. Never mind. Logarius wheel beats everything.
Plip, plop, plip, plop, plip, plop, plip, plop. Plip, plop, plip, plop. Plip, plop, plip, plop. Lady Maria, I'm a robin. Will I ever curl up and become an egg? What say you? Lady Maria. Lady Maria, say something. Anything.
Brain fluid. Now, she doesn't actually die. Okay. Hello. You good? Alright, well. I keep hitting the wrong one. Brain fluid. Grayish amoeba-shaped brain fluid. Wobbles and bounces. Extracted from a patient whose head expanded until that was all that they were. Once a young girl had an older brother who was determined to become a doctor, and so she willfully became his patient. In the end, this led to their encounter with the eldritch truth, for which they considered themselves blessed. Now, people believe that the young girl with an older brother is the patient lady who asked us to bring her brain fluid. I see no reason why it shouldn't and couldn't be her, because why else would it tell that story? However, it could also be the woman or the head that we just killed. She was a young girl who wanted to help her brother. Considering how she talks, where it's like, I'm a robin, will I ever curl up and become an egg? Sounds almost like naively or madly childish. So it could honestly very well just be her. And because of the sister's sacrifice, the older brother doctor was able to encounter an eldritch truth, which is what the choir and the church, the choir and Bergenworth are desperately searching for. Yeah, that'll happen, Blue Jay. actually forget. There's a lot of people playing. There's a lot more than I thought. I think it's probably because Bloodborne's 5-year anniversary was this week, and I know a lot of people will do like a return to, etc., etc., on the anniversary of a certain game's release date. So I think a lot of people are replaying Bloodborne again. This guy's tending to a flower. He's got a little sunflower.
Blip, blop. Blip, blop.
And they're making the sound of the deep sea that they hear.
Splish, splash, splish, splash. Blip, blop. Blip, blop.
There's no reason to kill him. He will not drop anything. So you just leave him alone to take care of his flower. The enemies on this level are horrible. It does. It doesn't have much light, but he has a little flower, which I think is sweet. He's got something to take care of. I hate how these patients move. They crawl around like beasts, but they're technically not beasts. God, they're... Oh. If you let them, they can move so much faster than that, and ooh, it just creeps me out. Yeah, look at how many people there are! Holy shit! Dark Souls 3 was nowhere near this busy. Yeah, see? You can see them through the window. Oh, that's a representation of mass sacrifice, Blue Jay. You're fighting a goopy coffin. Have fun with the goopy coffin. Ugh. Oh, he clipped through a table. That's weird. Decorative old hunter garb and decorative old hunter trousers. I actually really like the goopy coffin monsters. I think they're a really cool design. And if you lead them into those burning yellow craters, they become really slow because they're burning, so they aren't nearly as terrifying. So try to lead them to that. Decorative old hunter garb. Old hunter garb decorated with brass trinkets. At the time, some hunters believed that certain metals would ward off beast blood. On the night of a hunt, it is no wonder that people would resort to superstition. They say things like the streets will run red, die you rat, or just, ugh. These old men are very rude. There's 3 hunters. If you can, you'd be better off running away from them. They're really tricky. Yeah, like if something's too tricky for you now, and you're like, I'm gonna get to a lantern, or I just want to make progress to the next lantern, I'm not gonna fuck with these things. Oh shit! It was because it was on an angle. Ah! You jerk. Okay, fine. Fuck y'all. Oh, what? What? Why are they over here? Where did you come from? Oh. The Gatling gun guys thing. Excuse me. Also, I died. That's why. Bye, feathers.
Listen close, and you too will hear the sound of water.
Bloodstone chunk.
Splish, splash. Splish, splash. Have you heard how curiously the sea churns? Like a storm, but like the rain, only gentle, like dripping water. It bellows from deep inside of me. Here it comes, up through my inside, but gently, like little droplets.
There's also something to be said about water and blood being if water is the essence of life, and blood is, you know, what we need to be kept alive. Thematically and horrifically comparing deep sea, ocean, rainwater, etc. with blood makes sense. In the early days of the healing church, the great ones were linked to the ocean. There you go. And so the cerebral patients would imbibe water and listen for the howl of the sea. Brain fluid writhed inside the head, the initial makings of internal eyes. That's why a lot of them are in pain and clutching their heads and suffering. It's because the brain fluid in their brains, like I guess just the sticky stuff between, I don't know really the actual construction of a brain, but I think it's probably between certain chunks of it, that's moving. They feel it like twisting, and it allows them to hear or commune with something in the deep. And that's why it says in the early days the great ones were linked to the ocean. So, yeah. And he drops a guidance rune, which we also received from Ludwig. It boosts the rally potential. We got the best one of these, actually. A carol rune discovered by the old hunter Ludwig, along with a holy moonlight greatsword. When Ludwig closed his eyes, he saw darkness, or perhaps nothingness, and that is where he discovered the tiny beings of light. Ludwig was certain that these playful dancing sprites offered guidance, and emptied Ludwig of his fears, at least in the midst of a hunt. Oh, those tiny little sprites are... I believe it's similar to what is shining off of the blade. But don't quote me on that, because they do look like little in the guidance rune they do look actually like little sprites with like head and hands and stuff. Oh, he's too smart for a plunging attack? No? Ow! Oh, I'm too stupid for a plunging attack, it seems. Oh. Even if I die here, that's fine, because, like, I opened up the shortcut I was meant to. So, you know, it's fine. There we go. And I have the brain fluid from my friend that I was meant to get. Oops. Oh god. I have to get used to distance with this. Fine strike damp blood gem. There is a reason why the Healing Church believed that the Great Ones were connected with the ocean and with the sea. Like, that's just not something they came up with on their own. And we're going to find out why. No, it's her again. There's a little platform I wanted to drop onto because there's an item I need to get. I've honestly never seen this many specters in this game. Hi, Emma! Oh, okay, I can just go down there. What? How? That's... yeah, this is the Junji Ito shit. I don't know if it will attack me, but I really don't want to fight it. It doesn't seem like it will. No, it will. worries, Emma. And now that we kind of, you know, changed things in this area, a lot of these worm people fell and were able to arrive here. I think out of all the patients in this zone, these are the ones that like freak me out the most, just because their arms are bound, but it's the way they move. Like, they should not be capable of moving like that. It's just the way the human anatomy is. They should not be able to do that.
Someone, anyone, seeing my eyes? I am afraid I've dropped them in a puddle. Everything's pale.
Ugh.
Please, could you do something for me? I need brain fluid. Murky, mushy brain fluid. Oh, thank you. You're terribly kind. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh. I hear the sticky sound. Do you hear it too? Oh, I know. Will you have my blood as thanks? I'll have you know, I was once a blood saint too, so do come back if you ever run dry of saint's blood.
She says that because we already have special blood in inventory. We have Ariana's blood. And Yosaka's, I think. But no, Ariana's is the only one that counts. So we're going to use it.
Oh, hello again. Will you accept my blood as thanks?
And you can see she has a little syringe in her arm that's already there because they were either drawing blood from her or injecting her with more.
That makes me happy. But I cannot move. Look, on my right arm. I'm sorry to trouble you. But you don't mind, do you?
And I have the blood of Adeline. Blood taken from Adeline, patient of the research hall. Restores HP, then it continues to rejuvenate HP for some time. Adeline was originally one of the blood saints who received treatment by the church to cultivate worthy blood. Adeline's was one of the few cases that turned out favorably. Yeah, her voice is wonderful. I like it too. Oh! She's asleep. I don't know how much I need to level up, but I will try and see if all this will be sufficient. You know what I like about her napping? You sit there and be like, what does she dream about? What could be in her dreams, you know? It's hard to see, like her eyes are closed and everything. You can hear her breathing very faintly. And her eyes open. She looks surprised.
Welcome home, good hunter. I must have drifted off. What is it you desire? Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Oh, I need 100,000 to level up. Okay, that's not happening anytime soon. Sorry, ma'am.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Yeah, voice acting in Soulsborne games is really, really, really good, Emma. It's even if the characters only have a few lines of dialogue, they're all very distinct, and the way they read the lines is just it's her voice. Iveta Mordasilova is the name of the actress. She's fantastic. She was in the first Souls game that Miyazaki, the director of this, made. And then they brought her back for this one. Excuse me. But they get actors mostly from England or the UK in general, and some of them are actual like film or like TV show actors. Some of them also I know they just do voice work. I know that Gehrman, that's another character in this. Gehrman's voice actor did the audiobook for The Book Thief. And it's really, really, really good, because it just sounds like Gehrman's telling you, the story. Let's see, do I need anything? Not really. Echoes are pretty worthless to me at this point. Really, I need so much to level up, it may as well not matter. Okay, we are going to attempt this next boss. And I stress attempt because I'm tired. I don't see it taking too long, but you never know. You really don't ever know. There is another weapon I still have to get down in the regular area of the nightmare. So when I stream tomorrow, or before no, I'll do it on stream. Because it's a whole little side area that I think you guys might like. Simon's here.
Oh, hello. Not a pretty sight, is it? The true face of the blood-worshipping, beast-purging, healing church. But that's not all. You seek the secrets held by the nightmare, do you not? Then here's what you must do. Climb the astral clock tower and kill Maria. She hides the real secret.
I love the disdain and disgust in his voice when he's talking about the healing church. Because he is a hunter too, but he's a very specific and special type of hunter. We won't know this until we get a copy of his clothes and his weapon, but he's the sort of hunter that dresses up and pretends to be a beggar and will hide in certain areas of Yharnam if they hear rumors that someone is getting ill. And so they will find a trace of the beast scourge and they will kill, basically, very quietly, secretly kill whoever seems to be infected, or they are also used to go after people who discover the church's secrets. So they're essentially assassins within the church, disguised to look like beggars. And coming to the nightmare, he has now grown completely disgusted with the church when he discovers their secret and what's true. And then he tells us, okay, but if you really want to know what's going on, you have to get to the top of this and kill Lady Maria. Butt-assassin. Yeah, definitely butt-assassin.
Oh, there you are. Don't be greedy. As they say, fear the thirst for blood. I should know. I was once a blood saint too.
We do need to reload the area to give her the second one. As in, like, close out of the game and then come back to it. But I'm not going to do that right now. Hi. We also got something else. And I forgot to tell you guys about. The Loch Shield. An artisanal shield crafted with blue glass. Originally used to safeguard the leader presiding over a sacred healing church ceremony, and later supplied to tomb prospectors, in particular those exploring the Labyrinth of Ys. The blue was fashioned after a lake, and the shield greatly reduces all forms of non-physical damage. So this is a shield that blocks arcane damage and fire and other elemental things. Let's see. The fact that it would need to be used to protect the leader in a healing church ceremony makes me think that there was possible risk of the experiments that they did. Like, I don't know, maybe small little cosmos would burst out of someone's brain. And then tomb prospectors who went to a very specific part of the underground tombs, Ys in general, which made contact with the cosmos, they would need this. This character, no, I don't do PvP. I just stopped at 125 because I'm like, well, I have my stats at the levels I want. I don't really see a reason to keep going. If I run into some trouble, I may keep going, but
I have failed. Please.
I mean, I may level up more.
Maria.
These are the failed attempts at celestial emissaries. But look how powerful they are. Ow! Well, that's a good point, Mika. Oh god. They summon meteors from the cosmos. Oh, just when the music was getting good, too. I think I want something that hits faster than that. Shuffling your tarot cards this whole time. That's fine, nothing wrong with that. I think I have something that... Excuse me. Do I have anything that does bolt damage? I thought I did. Saw Cleaver kind of does. Let me see if I could fiddle with the Saw Cleaver for a little bit. Yeah, but it's not... I don't think it's, first of all, its durability sucks. It has a very short range, and it requires that, like, constant charging, and I don't think I upgraded it for it to be fully viable. It's only at 6. Well, plus I don't have any echoes to actually, like, make it stronger. But I'll keep it in mind. I don't think I have bolt gems for any of these. I do have that, you're right. I keep forgetting this is strength and arcane. Now to be fair to me, I haven't actually played this in months, so... About 3 o'clock. I'm pretty sure I could beat them, and then once I'm done with them, I'm going to call it because I am sleepy. And then tomorrow, we are going to continue with the DLC, and honestly, we're going to beat the game because I want this done. And then after that, it's just a countdown till Royal. Ah, here we go.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Please, somebody, I need help. I'm trying, but I'm afraid the sound is fading. Hello? Is that who I think it is? Please. Oh, please, I need brain fluid. The sticky sound is fading fast. Please bring me brain fluid. I must have it. That sound, it is all that guides me. Without it, I'll be sent back to my former, lesser years.
So, she's a patient who's being successfully experimented on and requires brain fluid for that. And she's one of the very few that doesn't seem to mind or suffer when the brain fluid like vibrates and does weird shit in her head. She actually finds some peace and comfort in it. She gains revelations. But then there's this, where the sound fades and then she gets panicked and scared. And she says, I will go back to my former lesser years. Basically, she will no longer be useful. Okay, oh, thank you, Riza. Well, I'm sorry, Emma. I mean, it'll be good to have you on stream, but I feel bad that yours is delayed.
Yes, that's it. Let me have it. I can hear it. Yes. The sound that guides me. Thank you. Thank you so much. You have saved me. Take this charm. Lady Maria gave it to me, but it is all I can offer, other than my own blood.
Balcony key.
Please, do not abandon me. I promise to do good.
That line always makes me sad. Balcony key. Key to the balcony, first floor, research hall. Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower gave this to the patient, Adeline. Maria had hoped Adeline would find comfort in the faint breeze that carried the scent of flowers on the outside, but Adeline couldn't fathom her intentions. So Maria wanted Adeline to go outside, maybe like get some fresh air and just not stay locked up in here. Shush. Probably to, have Adeline realize, hey, there's something to enjoy about the world. You don't have to feel like that you should be confined here only. Yeah, well, Royal also has incredibly improved combat. You can rank up confidence much quicker, you can level up much quicker. It has a lot more things for you to do just in the average, slice of life aspects of the game. It has, besides new characters, there's new music, there's changes to the plot, minor changes, but they're there. Yeah, so it's if you've ever played Persona 4 Golden, it's like that. As we can see, a lot of them are tending to sunflowers. This is also the same arena where we fought the Celestial Emissaries. And right up there, all the way up there, we can't really see because of the way the camera is where the living failures are. I'm gonna have to mosey pretty fast because these guys don't want me here. Well, got what I came for, so that's fine. They don't want me here. We got the Black Sky Eye, which is what one of the nuns was using on us like an hour or so ago. Before we climbed the surgery altar. I keep doing that. We have the Black Sky Eye. Summon a tiny meteor from the dark depths of one's pupil. Soft eye blessed by a phantasm. And you can see little phantasm slugs like clinging to or inside the eye. They were discovered through Bergenworth's contact with the arcane, but in the end revealed nothing. Deep within the eye lies a vast stretch of dark sky that rumbles with an endless meteor storm. The slightest rub of the tiny orb and the rock will tumble and soar. I've beaten the game on my own, but on this file, no, I have not.
Oh, hello. Do you hear that? The sticky sound, as clear as day. Slip, slop, drip, drop, slip, slop. How extraordinary. Do you think that water drips even down deep below at the bottom of the sea? Can you hear it?
Oh, you're fighting the one reborn. Yeah. He's one of my favorite bosses, honestly. That guy's looking for help. I always feel bad when I see the ghosts of other players and you can tell that they're beckoning for assistance. Because with my constant need to help people, I'm like, oh, I should help them. I should help them.
Please, Lady Maria.
I'm pretty sure I should have gotten a key by now. A key to open up some of the rooms down below, but I'll go look for that tomorrow. Oof. Yeah, I thought so. Nah, I would need it to heal. Ah! I missed something. Since I rotated the staircase, there's actually a couple items that I can get that I missed. If only I can remember how to get there. Oh, I have to go up one more floor. Whoops. Palm spaghetti. I think it's...
Plop. Plip. Plop. Plip. Plop. Plip. Plop.
At least I thought it was here. No, this is 4. Fuck off! Does that lead to it? Oh, it's that floor? I know exactly where I have to go. Like, I know... I just can't remember, like, how to get to the ladder. What did it say? In the patient room, floor 3. Access after rotating the staircase. Yes, I do. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that guy alone. Yeah, it's up there. That's where I have to go. Oh no, it's right there. Alright, how do I get there? I'll figure it out. Just give me a second. Well, for one thing, I shouldn't have jumped down. I seize that now. Ah, okay. Okay. Okay, it needs to be up there. I'll get it, you guys. Just, it's 3 in the morning and I'm very tired. That's where I have to get. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got there in the end. Hey! You know, I would very much appreciate if these people would realize that, like, if they didn't fuck with me, I would have no cause to do anything to hurt them. Especially these guys. Ow, what? I'm so used to Dark Souls 3. Ah. Quiet in there. Quick several bullets. I don't know what she was gonna hit us with, like... It looks... I can't tell if, like, her arm has been distorted or if it's, like, something she's holding. Shut up there. Underground cell key. The underground cell... Ugh. Wrong one all the time. Underground cell key. Key to the cell below the Grand Cathedral. Hunters are held within the underground cells so that things better left unseen and knowledge better left unknown will decay quietly in the fallow darkness. The room, the hallway we were in right after Ludwig had a bunch of locked cells in it. We can go there now and open some of them. I will, Emma, don't worry. I think, honestly, I'm gonna clear out this hallway and then I'm gonna go to bed. Because I know I can't focus on the boss right now. Oh, he doesn't stagger like that. I forgot.
Shrouded by night but with steady stride, coloured by blood but always clear of mind, proud under the church. Beasts are a curse and curse is a shackle. Only ye, the true blades of the church.
Pitiful, really. Treat madmen with care.
Shrouded by night but with steady stride, coloured by blood but always clear of mind, proud under the church. Beasts are a curse and curse is a shackle. Only ye, the true blades of the church.
We got his clothes. And there's actually a good reason why we did that, because he will help us on a boss fight. I do it again. I do it every time until I get used to it. That's something I never would have known because I don't go around killing NPCs. And his name is Yamamura, a standard hunter's hat worn by Yamamura the Wanderer. This hat and staff were given to him when he became a hunter and confederate of the League. So he was part of the League that Valter started. Kaki Haori, garb of a distant eastern land, worn by Yamamura the Wanderer. This eastern warrior pursued a beast for honorable revenge, then became a hunter of the League, but when he stared straight into impurity, it drove him mad. Impurity are excuse me. Impurity can only be seen by members of the League because their job, quote unquote, is to hunt down the impurity that exists within blood. But the game basically tells you, well, the only reason why they can see impurity is because they're looking and searching for it. So it's not even clear if it's real or not. And so Yamamura, when he first came face to face with it, he couldn't handle it and just went out of his mind. Old hunter armbands wound tightly to prevent infection with the scourge. Of course, the idea that the scourge was infectious was pure hearsay. Okay. I'm big sleepy, so I'm asleep. And Akechi will continue his adventures through the nightmare tomorrow when we both have had significant amounts of rest. We did a lot today. We made a lot of progress. We beat Dark Souls 3 for fuck's sake. And then we're going to finish Bloodborne tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Monday. Not bad, considering I haven't played this game in like 3 months. I'm still getting the wearing off the rust of my Bloodborne non-playingness, but you know, whatever. Okay. Thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. Your company is, as always, deeply appreciated and wonderful. I will likely be streaming tomorrow. I want to say either 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard my time. I like doing kind of the late night streams because it seems it works better for more of you, which is nice, you know. So yeah. But then I definitely have to rest up because if Royal releases, like if it unlocks midnight on Tuesday, then you bet your ass we're doing like a really long stream. Okay. Oh, you're very welcome, Blue Jay. Anytime. So Farewell, everyone. As I stand in this pool of blood, I wish you a very good night.